What's going on, everybody? Lewis with Elite Fine Finish. We're going to be working with the Renner spray stain color chart today. I'm actually going to help my dad and my uncle stain the table using this system. I'm actually going to make Van Dyke brown. I'm going to follow along on the 1 liter column. This is actually, if you look over here, it's telling us exactly what to put in it. So 1 liter is roughly a quart. So to make this Van Dyke brown, I'm going to do 742 grams of our base, 25 grams of red, 27 grams of yellow, 206 grams of brown to give us a total of 1,000 grams or 1 liter for the Van Dyke brown. So we're doing this on the scale. I'm going to tare it so that it's not counting the mixing cup. All right, and we'll go ahead and make this stain formula. So again, this Van Dyke brown is calling for 742 grams of base. Ooh, making a mess. All right, guys, figured I'd go ahead and take over with a voiceover because the background noise was a little loud. I apologize about that. So using the stain kit that we put together, obviously I'm just adding this by the gram on the scale. Again, this stain system is extremely universal, and as you can tell, there's a bunch of different colors on the chart that you can use to make all of those different colors. Now, once you start to understand color theory, you'll have the ability to make, an endless amount of colors, and you won't rely on the stain chart so much. Or even if you're doing, color matching or something like that, it's really nice to be able to use this system. The other beauty of it is we can use those same colorants in our wiping stains, powder glaze, and we can also use them as colorants for a toner. So there you go. I made the Van Dyke brown and just getting it mixed up here, getting ready to go into the Apollo gun. Now you're going to want to use HVLP for sure when you're working with spray stains. Can it be done with airless or air-assisted airless? Yes, especially if you've used that type of equipment before for this type of work. If not, I can promise you it's going to be a little difficult to get used to and really figure out the speed and fan pattern and amount of material that you need at the pump. So as you can tell with that HVLP, I'm just slowly applying color. I'm not just spraying it all on there at once. I just want to build the color, because if you try to put it on too heavy, you'll get what we call grain tick, and that's just from too much material, kind of crowding the surface and swelling the veneer. You see, I just turned the light off. The lighting can play a major impact when you're working with stains, especially. Even just windows and stuff. So I'm actually matching the base. Somebody I think used gel stain or something. This was a disaster job. Now I want you to listen to what my uncle's about to say when he walks in here.
We would have put the light on here when I took. What I like about this, they call it the uniform on the same day. Once it dries,
So that's my uncle that I learned pretty much everything from, him and my grandpa and my dad. But they've been doing furniture restoration and refinishing, God, much longer than I've been alive. My grandpa's 80 and he's still doing it. So, it really says a lot when they are impressed by these waterborne stains. A lot of people used to use aniline dyes, and these act very similarly. The pigments are ground very fine, but what I've noticed is that the color fastness is much better than using an aniline dye. So now I'm putting on the 1150 sealer, and this is a high build 1K sealer, and it actually went on really nice. Again, it's very high solid, so I'll let you check this out after I sprayed it. All right, so this is one coat of the 1150 sealer over the uniforming spray stain. I'm going to scuff sand this with probably 320, maybe 400. Comes off the gun real nice with the Apollo, but we have a slight grain raise. No big deal. But you'll get to see just how nice this product looks, just like factory finish. So we're gonna spray the 1234 over it, and I'll come back and do another video. All right, so you seen that 1150 look really good. We did have a real slight grain raise, but nothing sanding won't take care of. I'm using the Surf Prep foam on a roll in 320 grit. This is literally 30 minutes after shooting that 1150. As you can tell, it powders up beautifully. I'm doing it by hand. I'm not using a sander, primarily because, man, that's how my grandpa taught me, and that's how he's always done furniture. I watch him sand stuff like this, and I think finishing work is done a lot by hand, especially on your first coats of sealer and stuff. It could be easy to burn through that finish and take off some of the stain. But anyways, yeah, so I ended up doing one more coat and sanding between on the sealer, and then 2 top coats. The finish that I used as the top coat is the mono bicomponent Renner 1234. I catalyzed it 10%. And this is the finished product. So shot that again with the Apollo 7700 gun with the Precision 5. On my spray stain, I was at about 4.6 psi. On the sealer and top coat, I was spraying around 6. Dialed my fan down. Top coats, I was using a 1.5 with the BHS air cap. With the spray stain, I was using a 0.8 with our A air cap. If you don't have an A, the B standard air cap is just fine. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed following along in this process. And of course, if you have any questions, give us a call or check out the website, www.hasosales.com. Later.